My name is Doug Anderson, and this is my speech for week 2 in speech communication. This is for NFL players that knelt during the National Anthem. NFL players started kneeling in September 2017 when Eric Reid and Colin Kaepernick knelt before a game. According to an article written in Forbes magazine by Eric Reid himself, published on September 28, 2017, titled "Eric Reid, Why Colin Kaepernick and I Decided to Take a Knee." He stated they wanted to bring attention to the incredible number of unarmed black people killed by the police. The reactions of the public were quick and critical. Fans didn't see kneeling as a public outcry for justice for voices not heard. They viewed it as disrespect against the country and veterans. Eric Reid also wrote, "It baffles me that our protest is still being misconstrued as disrespectful to the country, flag, and military personnel. We chose it because it's exactly the opposite. It has always been my understanding that the brave men and women who fought and died for our country did so to ensure that we could live in a fair and free society, which includes the right to speak out in protest. Despite their best intentions, their view wasn't shared by millions of NFL fans." Several weeks later, more than 200 NFL players before a game on Sunday locked arms with their teammates, some standing, others kneeling, in a show of solidarity to support the cause that Kaepernick brought to light. According to an article, more than 200 NFL players sit or kneel during the National Anthem, wrote by Annie Stapleton in the Chicago Tribune on September 24, 2017. After the players' show of solidarity, the NFL experienced something it rarely ever has: a drop in ratings. People were turned away from football. One coworker told me that he would rather watch college football, and others said that he just wasn't watching football at all. Some blamed presidential election for the ratings decline, and even President Trump voiced his opinion when he said, "This has nothing to do with race. This has to do with respect for our country," according to the same article wrote by Annie Stapleton. President Trump also asked team owners to fire players who knelt during the National Anthem, which led to the question, could this happen? In an article in Forbes magazine on September 28, 2017, titled "Can the NFL Really Fire Players for Kneeling During the National Anthem?" wrote by Mark Edelman. According to the collective bargaining agreement, any team punishment is subject to an internal arbitration. In addition to the limits of the NFL team's rights to fire players based on the standard player agreement, the collective bargaining agreement allows the players the right to challenge any such punishment via formal arbitration process. So even if a team wished to take action against a player, the team owner might not have the absolute and final say in the matter. What that means is, if it ever comes to that, it will be a lengthy court case with an unknown conclusion. The NFL players could have voiced their opinion on social media, in interviews, or in sports radio shows. If the players did so, it's difficult to hear because the noise of them kneeling drowned their voice along with their cause. The NFL is now trying to develop a policy to appease players, owners, and fans. Just this month, each team was instructed by the NFL to submit a plan regarding actions against a player kneeling during the National Anthem. This led to a decision just last week in which the Miami Dolphins released their statement in which players who protest on the field during the National Anthem would be suspended up to 4 games. Under a team policy issued this week, the league and the players' union issued a statement late Thursday night saying that the two sides were talking things out, according to our article written on ZeroHedge.com on July 20, 2018, titled "NFL Freezes Policy Barring Players from Kneeling During Anthem." As of last week, the NFL is still trying to decide on what actions to take, if any. Some NFL owners are hesitating to release any information on punishment against players who have knelt. Players might want to think twice before they act. The two players who got the notoriety for kneeling during the National Anthem, Eric Reid and Colin Kaepernick, are unrestricted free agents, which means they are both currently unemployed. That was my speech for week 2. Thank you very much.